2018 Lexus IS Saloon Review. The good points of Lexus IS Saloon. Hybrid powertrain means low running costs. Quiet and refined drive. Different on the norm. The bad points of Lexus IS Saloon. Petrol engine not too efficient. Poor performance. Doesn't handle and also rivals. Now rolling around in its third generation, the Lexus IS is aimed squarely with the BMW 3 Series Saloon. Although there exists a choice of 7 trims in addition to a couple of engines, the important sweet spot from the range may be the IS 300 Hours F Sport because of its combination of equipment, appearance and sharper handling. The IS as a complete doesn't quite pass muster as being a true similar to the likes of the superb BMW and the Audi A4 Saloon and Mercedes-Benz Class Saloon. It's probably a better rival to your Jaguars and Alfa Romeo Giulia. Bigger plus more luxurious. The proportions of the IS produce an increase in cabin size, that has a wider stance plus a longer wheelbase providing more rear legroom together with increased luggage space in comparison with the outgoing model. Most versions get 60 hours 40 minutes folding rear seats in addition to a driver's seat offering better support plus a more comfortable driving position as opposed to previous models. You sit lower inside cabin and grip attire inspired through the LFA supercar. Inside, the width and design uses high-tech display equipment and new materials which are a step up with regards to quality. There are touch-sensitive switches for your air conditioning requiring merely the lightest brush of a finger to use. Extremely low running costs. While the previous generation has had a good amount of high-tech standard kit as well as a range of efficient engines that allowed relatively low-cost motoring, CO2 emissions weren't quite as good because the competitions, which meant fleet drivers looked the opposite way. This version provides the option of the hybrid petrol-electric powertrain with spectacular CO2 figures. It's about to appeal to private buyers because of high claimed fuel economy figures, while company car drivers are likely to applaud the reduced benefit-in-kind taxation supplied by a petrol car emitting just 97 GkM in its 300 hours say trim. Great ownership experience. The ownership experience may very well be fairly flawless. Lexus scores incredibly highly in customer happiness surveys and its particular dealerships are notable for good service. It'll be reliable, too. Lexus may be the luxury arm of Toyota, so that you get typical Japanese quality that should last the length of your ownership period. 2 powertrains from which to choose. 1 hybrid, 1 4-cylinder turbo. Massive 90% of buyers opt for the former. There's a couple of engine possibilities open supplying Lexus's performance. You also have the drive mode select system which may alter the response on the engine based on whether you want to drive in eco, normal or sport configurations. Eco tones things down a little and sport sharpens them up. Hybrid powertrain. The first, and many popular inside the UK, would be the hybrid IS 300 Hours. This makes use of your 2.5-liter, 4-cylinder petrol engine coupled with an electric motor. The total power output is 223 horsepower, that is fed on the rear wheels with a continuously variable transmission CVT gearbox which might be controlled through paddles mounted behind the controls. Lexus states the IS 300 Hours will hit 62 miles per hour in 8.3 seconds. While top speed is 125 miles per hour on the road. This version with the IS doesn't feel particularly quick, though. The power delivery is smooth. In case you try there driving quickly you'll soon be frustrated with all the lack of response from that CVT gearbox. It makes lots of noise, but progress doesn't quite follow. 4-cylinder petrol engine. The other option would be the IS 200 tons that features a 2.0-liter petrol motor perfect for 244 horsepower and 350 Nm of torque on account of its turbocharger. It certainly feels the sportier with the pair but is slightly hampered by its 8-speed automatic gearbox, which is like it saps power through hesitation. It's quicker in the straight line though, boasting a 0.62 miles per hour use of 7.0 seconds along with a more powerful feel on account of the boost from the turbocharger. Lexus reckons 9 away from 10 buyers will pick the hybrid option, that produces the 200-ton something of the rarity. It's not only a particularly bad powertrain, but it really is less efficient compared to the 300 hours without getting sufficiently more engaging. Balanced and predictable handling. Safe yet not exactly soul-stirring. Chassis and suspension revisions for 2017. On the full, the handling with the Lexus is balanced and neutral. It doesn't a single thing untoward when driving normally, and this could be the manner in which many of these cars will likely be driven. The facelift in 2017 aimed to increase handling dynamics without compromising comfort also to a degree has been successful. While earlier cars are afflicted by inert and vague steering, updated versions feature componentry in the larger GS boasting smoother and much more accurate feel. The IS seems to be put on an eating plan, with its structural rigidity increased and suspension revised inside interest of delivering a cushier ride and much better body control. Being rear-wheel drive, you will probably have the rear to destroy loose under extremes, though the neutral balance means top pushes wide some time before this. For the most beneficial handling, you'll desire to order an F Sport having its uprated suspension system. This has been tuned to produce a stiffer composure for flatter cornering, although it's somewhat bumpier as being a trade-off. You receive the Drive Mode Select system, which lets the motorist choose from among 4 modes: Eco, Snow, Normal and Sport. Pick the optional towing pack and you'll obtain a braked towing capacity of just 500 kilograms for that is 200 tons and 750 kilograms to the is 300 hours excluding say. There's an optional adaptive suspension system situated on is 300 hours models with 2 damper settings: normal, for everyday driving, and Sport S Plus for tighter body control. Cabin quality a Lexus strong point. Not quite as nice weight loss expensive models. Facelift in 2017 brought thoughtful revisions. Being behind the wheel of your Lexus is reasonably nice location to find yourself. At first glance the type of material feel of any high quality, although some with the plastic still look outside of place enclosed by all that leather. The clever dash is apparent and easy to watch, with both conventional and high-tech screen displayed information available towards the driver. You can modify the parameters shown utilizing the controls on the tire and everything seems to figure in an intuitive manner. F Sport cars get instrumentation inspired with the LFA supercar, based upon a central rev counter that has a screen inside the middle showing you information, for instance your speed. At the touch of an button this moves for the side to show far more information about the dash. It's useless, however it's an incredibly slick and interesting one. The navigation and multimedia systems are incredibly simple to use, and there's a few very clever features such as the facility to recognize nearby car parks and find local live traffic information. The Lexus Premium Navigation Multimedia System was enlarged from 7.0 to 10.3 inches in 2017, whilst the joystick control was remodeled to include a new enter button plus a larger palm rest. Other revisions add a slimmer audio and ventilation control panel enclosed by thicker bolsters. This stuck out for the old car, therefore you could bang your knee into it. There's several new stitching and also a cup holder arrangement that now accepts a smartphone. Lexus's comfort levels have become high. One from the first things you'll notice over it is how quiet it is within the move. The Japanese firm has done many work around the car's aerodynamics so it will be slippery plus much more fuel efficient. However, the knock-on effect of the is that it generates less wind noise too. Furthermore, the hybrid powertrain is almost silent at lower speeds, which further cuts down on noise intruding into the cabin. The seats are certainly comfortable and supportive as well as the ride quality is excellent. It's slightly bumpier with F Sport suspension, but not in a very bone-jarringly severe way. 5 main equipment grades from SE to Premier. IS 200 tons comes only inside top 2 trims. Several packs of kit to incorporate optionally too. As on the 2017 facelift you will discover 5 core equipment trims to the IS 300 hours, say, Executive Edition, Luxury, Advance, Sport, F Sport and Premier. It's not quite as simple because it sounds though, because the IS 200 tons comes only in F Sport and Premier. Got that? Good. Standard Lexus IS saloon equipment. All cars obtain the Drive Mode Select system, which allows the trucker to pick from a trio of modes dependent upon their individual requirements. There's Normal, Eco and Sport, while IS 300 hours models by EV, which ensures you keep the car in electric mode for provided that possible. Kicking things off is Say Spec, which comes with 16-inch alloy wheels, cruise control, climate control along with a 6-speaker Lexus stereo with a 7.0-inch multimedia monitor. The big news with the entry-level trim as soon as the 2017 facelift would be the inclusion of LED headlamps with LED daytime running lights and LED tail lamps. These are not only brighter and also add a high-tech look for the outside with the car. In addition, it is possible to upgrade on the Executive Edition, which adds the Lexus Safety System Plus explained inside the Safety section, plus automatic high beam and dimming rear-view mirror, rain-sensing wipers and heated front seats. The rear seats are split 6040 and there's a reversing camera, 17-inch alloys and sedan to accomplish this generous specification. Luxury has so much minus sat-nav, and adds leather upholstery, metal trim inlays, 8-way power adjustable front seats with powered lumbar adjustment on the Motive Forces seat and front and back parking sensors. Advanced builds on Luxury with Lexus navigation as standard, however it does not feature parking sensors. Sport trim, which adds towards the SAE specification, gains the Lexus Safety System Plus, keyless entry and initiate, dual-zone climate control, heated front seats, automatic lights and wipers, along with a reversing camera. Styling upgrades add a black front grille, mirror covers reducing rear bumper, 18-inch black wheels, and black cloth with Tahara light-away synthetic leather interior trim. Finally, you can find two top trims, your only choice when you opt with the IS 200 tons, called F Sport and Premier. The former includes uprated LED headlights with LED front fog lights, LF-style instrument dials and 8-way electrically adjustable, heated front sports seats. In relation to style, you will get 18-inch alloy wheels, a unique front grille and bumper design, aluminum sports pedals, perforated leather on the tire and gear lever, and aluminum cabin trim. Finally, Premier gets 18-inch alloy wheels, auto-folding door mirrors, 8-way electrically adjustable leather front seats with heating and ventilation, an electrically adjustable steering column, premium sat-nav, reversing camera, uprated LED headlights, blind spot monitor and rear cross-traffic alert. You also obtain the 15-speaker Mark Levinson audio system with DVD player and DAB digital radio. Optional Lexus IS accessories. The Lexus IS isn't exactly overflowing with additional options, considering that the trim levels are very well specified. Even so, you can find some decent upgrades you may add according to which grade you select. For example, the Lexus Premium navigation may be added to Luxury and F Sport models, while rear parking sensors are a solution for, say, Executive Edition, Sport and Advanced models. There's a good sunroof for that Premier grade. There's also the Premier Pack, which create F Sport cars with the help of equipment from your Premier grade, like F Sport leather seats with 8-way front seat power adjustment, Mark Levinson sound system, blind spot monitor with rear cross-traffic alert, adaptive variable suspension and special aluminum trim inserts. This is optional on 300h but standard on 200 tons. This post-facelift car can also be the first to provide a towing accessory pack may be specified. It provides a detachable towing hitch and a range of 7 or 13-pin wiring. IS retains its 5-star safety rating. Lots of autonomous tech added with 2017 facelift. All cars get 8 airbags plus tire pressure monitoring. There has become a amount of equipment installed to enhance Lexus IS safety. This all adds up to a 5-star Euro NCAP crash testing score. An now new pop-up bonnet means pedestrian aspects improved, while you receive 8 airbags, a tire pressure warning system as well as the vehicle dynamics integrated management braking, traction control and stability control functions. As part of any 2017 facelift, the IS gained full LED headlights that happen to be 10% brighter, that has a beam wider by 1 meter each side, over the function from the front fog lights too. The Lexus Safety System Plus was added, bringing by using it a pre-crash system, adaptive cruise control, lane departure alert and automatic high beam. This is standard on all cars except base A trim. Premier grade as well as the Premier Pack additionally include a blind spot monitor and rear cross traffic alert. Largest in many practical is model. Means more legroom and boot space. Split folding rear seats not standard. Lexus's practicality is enhanced over the previous model. The car is 75 mm over its predecessor and 10 mm wider too. This means 50 mm more rear legroom and also a larger boot, now measuring 450 liters. Although there's a button about the key fob as well as a button inside car, it could be nice in the event the button for the boot became a little easier to find. It's a waste 6040 rear seats don't come as standard on say version with the IS 300 hours, but are situated on higher grades to improve practicality. You'll easily get 4 adults inside the IS, although a fifth are going to be a squeeze ever since the transmission tunnel is very large and extends about the center in the car.